I have mentioned before that now is the time to organize. If we wait until an emergency arises, it could be very well too late. One of the things that sets the John Birch Society apart from the others is that we look to the future. We study those who mean to rule us and extend the lines to figure out where they intend to take America. Our agenda revolves around stopping those who are working toward a new world order. We've had victories over the years. Oftentimes, they've been spurred by emergencies where we enlist enough Americans to jump into action as a result of seeing the need to get involved at that moment. This is not an effective strategy, however. We need to stay ahead of the insiders. That means planning and organizing before the rest of the masses realize they need to get involved. By planning and organizing, we will be ready to help and direct our fellow Americans as they wake up, and then we will be victorious. For instance, let's say there's a hearing on a critical issue, either locally or at the state legislature. First off, if enough Americans have sufficient understanding, we should never get to this point. However, if we do get to that point, we need to be ready for that hearing and whatever else comes our way. It is time for Americans to unite so that our battle is won long before the other side even strikes. One of the most important things you should be doing now is planning and organizing ways to influence your legislature to pass election integrity laws. You can find these suggestions at jbs.org under our action projects. It's time to restore America's election integrity. Without fair elections, we do not have a free country. The security of the United States election system has been slowly deteriorating for years. When fraud begins, it is able to spread rapidly. Take the proper steps needed to ensure that your elections do not become vulnerable to fraud. Begin by demanding that your legislators exercise their authority. Both Article 1, Section 4, and Article 2, Section 1 of the United States Constitution give state legislatures primary authority over federal elections. If your state legislators don't have this authority, they need to reclaim it from the judges and executive branch bureaucrats. This is just one of the many things we need to do in order to clean up and restore confidence in our elections. Go to our Restore Election Integrity Action Project at jbs.org. There you will find not only the problems, but more importantly, the solutions to cleaning up our elections. Let's not have a repeat of the 2020 elections. Join with JBS in ensuring fair and honest elections. Make sure that the provisions contained in any new legislation are those suggested by the John Birch Society found on our website. If election processes are not cleaned up, honest elections are a thing of the past. The world is relying on you, members of the John Birch Society.